Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. This is Glenn from North Carolina, the ex-Jehovah Witness. I just want to give y'all a little update. If you go to the xjw.org website, they have changed this dramatically, I would say, about how they treat and disfellowship people. It would be a nice surprise if they were to do things if they weren't pressured. A lot of the pressure that they are experiencing now, not only from people like us, but they experiencing this pressure from governmental authorities. As we can see in Norway, the Jehovah Witnesses just lost their religious status. So whenever one thing to understand, most religions receive government assistance, basically, in most countries because of a religious status, or the religions receive that gift or whatever from the government. Well, Norway took that away from the Jehovah Witnesses because of the inhumane way that they treat disfellowship ones, which we all know, no speaking to them, treat them like they're dead, basically. And that's what they've been doing. Well, Norway just won millions of dollars against the Jehovah Witnesses. And now they're changing. It's all about money. If they would have done this 4 or 5 years ago, for people like us, we might say, hey, maybe they might have a heart. But when it comes to that money, that's the only time they will change. That's almost like civil rights movement. When you had the Rosa Parks, when she didn't ride the bus and the bus company saw how much money they were losing, let's let black people ride the bus. So it's the same principle with the Jehovah Witnesses. If you're going to make these changes, make them before the government pushes you to do this. Do these changes on your own accord. Then I will believe that you'll be earnest about it, because all we see is the money factor. It's funny, I've had 2 people contact me this morning to tell me about this change. I already knew about it or read about it. One person that contacted me before I knew about it, but the second one, I already knew. But they're doing these changes because of, not because they keep throwing out Jehovah is helping us make this decision, or Jehovah's made this decision. Stop lying. You're only making this change because you see governments are starting to be like, this is how they treat their members. We're not going to fund them. We're not going to give them these grants or give them these allocations of money. So, these real estate companies, aka Jehovah Witnesses, they figure out, well, you know what? We need to change how we treat disfellowship people. Make it look like we really care. Hey, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe again. These jokers are geniuses in trying to keep their members, to come up with this stuff. You got the beards. Now you're changing how you treat Jehovah Witness people, treat people that were once Jehovah Witnesses. This is how it works. If I've been out over 20 years, 25 years, I don't know, it's been a long time. Person like me, go back to the Kingdom Hall. Now, people don't know really my status, but if someone that really knows my status, hey man, they claim I'm an apostate, so they won't speak to me. But let's say if I left the Jehovah Witnesses because I was smoking, and they don't know if I still stopped smoking or not. If that was the case, if I came back to the Kingdom Hall, the regular publishers can speak to me like, "Hey, Brother Glenn, how you doing?" And they're still going to treat you like a disfellowship person. Nobody's going to hold a conversation with you, but they will speak to you. They will acknowledge that you even exist. Before they didn't acknowledge you at all. I'm sure there's some legality matter as to how they're doing that, but that's how they're doing it. So like I said, do not fall for the banana in the tailpipe. These jokers are slick. They're slick. Another thing I want you to think about. If you are a disfellowship person, if you are Jehovah's Witness, Let gets on the broadcast. I don't know if it was like a year, 2 years ago. And he said how many kingdom halls they have to build because the work is expanding. I'm no brilliant mathematician. I guess I said it right. Help me out if I didn't. Mathematician. I work on that. Well, I'm not no expert in math. But the society made over $270 million on selling real estate property. And then they received over $170 million in contribution. If you made that much money in selling real estate property, how are you expanding? Do the math. Do the math. Like I said, these guys are slick. I don't want to curse, but they're slick. And again, don't fall for what? The banana in the tailpipe. Take care. Have a good weekend. Be safe.